My name is Blythe Cherney, and I am in the class of 2009. I studied abroad twice while I was at CLU. The first time was in my sophomore year, and I studied abroad in Thailand for spring semester. And then I actually studied abroad a second time on the CLU program to Oxford, and it was actually the pilot program. So that was an exciting experience to be the first of hopefully many years going to Oxford. Study abroad actually kind of came into my life early on. When I was at CLU, I befriended some seniors who happened to all work in the study abroad center. And as they were all graduating, I kind of saw an opportunity that maybe I could kind of join the staff as they were leaving. And I actually took an introduction French class 101 and 102 with Lisa Loberg, my freshman year, who also happens to be the director of study abroad. So I'd kind of created these relationships and ended up getting to work in study abroad as a sophomore before I went abroad. So I worked in the office, and it was really exciting to get to see the process and really be a part of it as I was kind of also joining the process and getting ready to depart. So the second semester after I had worked in the study abroad center, I did go to Thailand, and I don't think I knew what I was getting into. And it was a really life-changing experience, as many study abroad students will tell you. And I learned a lot, from learning a language that I had no idea, a culture that I really had no idea about, and really just forging relationships and friendships in a completely different culture and different country of the world. When I came back after my experience in Thailand, I was welcomed back to CLU and just really delved into being back on campus because I knew I had junior year and senior year, and I really wanted to get involved, and so kind of found my niche in different places and continued to work in the study abroad center. It came up that there was going to be a program going the fall of my senior year to Oxford, England, and it was going to be kind of new, kind of different because it was going to be faculty led. So a CLU faculty member, Dr. Brent, who teaches philosophy and political science, led the trip, and I ended up getting to be part of that pilot program. And there were 12 students, all from CLU, and during that time we studied with Oxford professors and also with Dr. Brent. So it was a great way to kind of be connected to CLU, really stick with what I was studying, which was political science, and also get to study with teachers from a really prestigious institution. So that was a really exciting opportunity. And during that time, I was actually trying to decide kind of what I was going to do after I graduated. And I ended up deciding I wanted to go to grad school and had researched a little bit over the summer, kind of some programs. So during my time in Oxford, I actually ended up spending a lot of time working on my personal statement for those applications. So it was very much a pivotal moment in my life because I was not only experiencing this great academic and exciting kind of area, a new culture again, very different from my experience in Thailand, but this time I was also really, really thinking about what I wanted to do after I graduated. So I was crafting that and working really closely with Dr. Brandt, who I really credit and thank for that support while we were traveling, in Paris, and we were meeting and talking about kind of what it was I wanted to do and what I wanted to get across. So that was a great experience. And when I got back, I finished all my applications and came back for my last semester at CLU. Again, I was working in study abroad, and I actually decided to kind of finish my political science career at CLU and continue on in a graduate program in comparative and international development education, which is quite a mouthful, at the University of Minnesota. And, with help from who I consider my mentor, Lisa Loberg, the director of study abroad, I had lots of support in getting those applications out and really rereading and crafting my personal statement, and then I ended up getting to apply for a graduate assistantship in their Learning Abroad Center, it was my dream job and just seemed like such a far shot. But I just had this encouragement and great support in the Study Abroad Center in my coworkers and my boss, and again, applied and had help in that process, and I ended up getting it. So I just am so thankful for all the experiences I had at CLU, from that very first semester my freshman year, meeting the people who happened to work there, taking French classes with the right person, and then going to Thailand and experiencing Asia and all that had to offer, and then being back at CLU during that interim, and going abroad for a second time. And it was a great experience.